Hello, my name is Anthony. I'm a BSN1 nursing student. Here's my ID. And right now what I'm gonna do is I'll do a 360 scan of the room. Right here. And to ensure patient privacy, what I would do is I would either close the curtains or close the door. So I'm gonna just close the curtains. And hello, Justin. Uh, hello, Justin. I'm a BSN. Hello, my name is Anthony, and I'll be a student nurse today. Can you please tell me your name and date of birth, please?
Justin Spendix, 03/14/2001.
Okay, and do I have permission to record you during this video?
Yes.
Okay, so Justin, today what I'll be doing is I'll be doing a heart, peripheral vascular, and neck assessment on you today. So, and what I'm gonna do is can you do me a favor and just lay down just right up here for me, please, while I'm gonna be able to check your jugular vein. So, for example, have you had any medical history with CFF or afibrillation?
No.
Okay, cool. So great. So what I pretty much did was I just pretty much clarified what if you had any histories of irregular veins with any afibrillation or any CHF. And what I'm gonna do now is inspect this neck. Okay, so based off the neck right here, what I'm gonna do is just take a look at it right here, and okay, I noticed that your jugular vein is right here, and what I'll be doing now, is palpating and asculating for his carotid artery. By permission to touch your carotid artery.
Yes.
Okay, I'll be palpating and listen to it. And the carotid artery is between the sternocleidomastoid and trachea. Okay, I feel that your pulse is regular and strong. Let me do this real quick. I'm going to auscultate it real quick. Okay, I hear that your pulse is strong. And what I'll be doing is checking, and when I'm expecting, I'm checking for distension. And if there is any distension, I'll be sure to notify the physician as soon as possible. And what I'm pretty much check for now is, could you do me a favor? Would you mind taking your shirt off while I'm able to check through your heart for me, please? Okay. And what I'll be doing now is, right now, I'll be expecting I'm looking for lifts, heaves, and pulsations. And for the lifts, I'll be checking at eye level with the sternum, where the sternum is. And I see that there is no, and based off it, I see there is no abnormalities in the elevation. And for the heaves, I'll be checking for PMI, which is the pulse, maximum impulse. And what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to start off with the 5 different areas, which would be the aortic, pulmonic, herbs, tricuspid, and mitral. And what I'm going to do now is start off with the pulmonic. Can you do me a favor and hold your breath for me? Okay. Do me a favor and move on to your pulmonic. And I'll start out with the herbs. And your tricuspid. And your mitral valve, which is close to the apex. No, mitral than contact. Okay. And based off of my findings, S1 is heard, S2 is heard the loudest is from the aortic and the pulmonary, and S2 is heard from the loudest from the aortic and pulmonary, and S1 is heard the loudest from the pulmonic and aortic. Well, no, S1 is her lattice from the tricuspid and mitral. I'm sorry. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to my next assessment is I'm going to be inspecting his leg now. Okay. Just a second. Okay. And right now, I'm just pretty much just inspecting the leg for any the conditions, the color variations, how his skin looks, and position, color variations, hair distribution, and the vascular patterns. Based off the looks of it, I see that his skin is a tan and it's beige. Like I said, his skin is tan and beige. I see that the hair distribution is pretty much distributed pretty evenly. The condition of his skin is pretty smooth. Slight dryness that's just due to low moisturization without any lotion or anything. I do notice that he does have some, from my inspection, he does have a smaller primary lesion right here. And based off the primary lesion, it's a smaller, it's just slightly just more brown. And with primary lesions, that's just pretty much looking for anything that spans from like pretty much brown spots, any abnormalities. So secondary lesions, that'd be anything from tattoos, scars, and yeah, pretty much tattoos and scars. And then for any vascular, you'd be looking for a certain amount of brown spots. So pretty much what I'm going to pretty much be doing now is I'm going to, and since there are no abnormal lesions, but in the case that there was any abnormal lesions, I'll be palpating for doing the A, B, C, D, and E test. For A is for asymmetry for any lesions. B is for any irregular borders. C is for any the color variation. D is for the diameter, and then E finally is for any elevation. And right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pretty much palpate throughout his tibial bone to check for edema. Okay. Okay, and I do notice that there are no signs of edema. Next, I will be checking the 4 different pulses, which is the femoral, the popliteal, dorsal piatus, and his foot and his foot pulse. So right now I'll be checking the femoral pulse right here. Okay, based off of the pulse is regular and it's strong. Now checking the popliteal pulse. Okay, based off that, it's regular and strong. Now checking the dorsal piatus pulse. It's regular and it's strong. And lastly, this pulse right here. It's regular and strong. So lastly, what I'm going to be doing is checking for the condition of his feet. And I do notice that he has some minor pubic lesions, which is dead skin at the end of his toes. So right now what I'll be doing is looking for the, I'll be touching his toes to see if his blood comes back to the to his toenails. I do see that there aren't any I do notice that there aren't any any lesions on the bottom of the toes, and they are intact too as well. So what I might be doing now is doing a test to see if blood comes back to the top of your toes. And it goes back within 2 seconds to show that it is prompt. And what I'll be doing now is checking for ulcerations in between toes and at the heels. So, okay, I noticed there aren't any ulceration in his toes. And for his heels, I do notice there aren't any ulcerations there. So what I'm gonna be doing, so that pretty much includes the neck, heart, and peripheral vascular. This pretty much includes the neck, heart, and peripheral vascular assessment. What I'll be doing now is closing, pretty much opening the curtains back up. I'll be putting in the call light for any other assistance. I don't think that was